Alright, now I've taken the clutch apart with the ZTR tool. This is a stock clutch that I was experimenting with, because I was experimenting. This is what's called your clutch torsion spring. These are what's called your clutch triple springs. And you can get different variations of this to, it will let your motor rev higher before your clutch through shoes are thrown outwards through centrifugal force, and they grab the interior of the bell right here. Okay, I'm not going to go into that. What we're going to go into is we're going to look at what the clutch is trying to tell us as far as what to look for damage. Now, clutches they have asbestos on here, on these pads. They're fireproof. What happens is the asbestos, as it gets hot, it goes to dust. What we have here, this is called glazing, where the asbestos has gotten hot. Now what I do with the glazing, and you want to take that off, is you want to take a little bit of like 400 sandpaper, some water, or some, God, I can't find it right now. I've got some brake clean stuff. If you have oil on them, you have to spray these with brake clean to boil oil out of them. There can be no oil or anything on this or this. What happens is if you get any oil in here or grease or anything like that, these pads, instead of turning and grabbing the belt, they'll start to turn, and then bam, they'll grab it like it was welded on it, and they won't let go. And that's not good. So we want to clean everything up. You want to check your bearings, your inner bearing here, that's your inner bearing, and your outer bearing. If you don't know how to take them off, then there's books how to do that. You want to check your clutch for wear. They wear pretty good. The glazing will have to fix. On the interiors here, you want to run your fingers along the inside of her and take a look. And that right there is just a little bit of, as you can see right there, that's clutch dust, which is asbestos, which is fine, but you don't want to have any oil. What I do is I take my sandpaper and I get the glazing off right here, just a little bit, and clean this up. And you can clean these with soap or water, whatever you want to do, just don't use any oil on them. And then I take the glazing off of that shiny part right there. I just rough that up a little bit with my 400 sandpaper. And then what I'm going to do is I will put my new clutch spring right here when I get done. This is a Molossi torsion spring dealie. I don't know if you're supposed to use this or not. This is stock. I'm not going to, because it says not to use it. Then you take the clutch, we turn it upside down, just like the little thing says, and then what you do is you put this on top like that. See? And we take the whole clutch basket, or clutch, put it in the clutch basket. That's what that's called. And then tighten it up. Put the nut on after you get this aligned for the alignment there. Tighten the nut up, and then you take this and put it on the ground with your hammer and your Kitaco wrench, and you whack it a couple times, get it nice and tight. Now on the front, on the variator, I like to keep my variators clean. These are different variator weights that I have over the years. They range from 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, and on up to 13 or 14. Now I use 6 weights because there's 6 slots in the variator. But there are some people that will, instead of using 6 5-gram weights, they will use 3 10-gram weights, and they'll put one here, here, and here. I've never done that before. But I don't want to get into the adjustments of that right now. We're just taking care of the bottom end of the rear clutch and the front variator, and then I've got to put on that Setco carb. Well, that's how we do it.